on spot Bitcoin ETFs, the agency is widely expected to approve at least one application. So let's talk about that outcome. If the SEC does approve one of those applications and it does come to market, what's your take on the significance of a decision like that for Bitcoin and crypto more broadly?
Well, this is clearly the biggest event for crypto in 10 years. This is the holy grail of crypto. Everybody's been waiting for a spot Bitcoin ETF because ETFs are the most popular investment vehicle in America for all the obvious reasons. They're low in cost, high in liquidity. They're extremely affordable. You can buy them in an ordinary brokerage account where you can easily rebalance and dollar cost average and tax loss harvest. Easy for advisors to engage on behalf of their clients as well as for retail investors. And it's been elusive. The SEC has repeatedly said no. So the availability finally, after a decade of attempts to bring these to market, is going to create a flood of new assets from both retail investors and investment advisors. But not right away, Mac. It's going to take time for these asset flows to occur. Months, frankly, not days or weeks.
Now, what kind of buy-in would you expect for these products? What's the makeup, would you say, for retail versus institutional participation? There wasn't much excitement for the ETH future ETFs that hit the market in 2023. How would this be different?
Yeah, it'll be different for a very fundamental way. Most people don't buy futures. I mean, do you buy stock futures? If you don't buy stock futures, why would you buy Bitcoin futures? So it's a very different product, and that's why it didn't get all that much excitement. But there are about 25% of U.S. Americans who own Bitcoin today. A whole lot more are referring to themselves as crypto curious. They would like to own it, but they found it daunting because, opening an account on a crypto exchange and dealing with hot and cold wallets and private keys, that's intimidating. But the ETF makes all those issues go away, and it makes this product now available simply, easily, conveniently, in a very familiar format. So we think retail investors are going to engage in this, and relatively in big numbers. Advisors, too, have said the same thing. They have been unable to provide Bitcoin to clients because of the lack of an ETF. Now that it's here, 80+% of advisors say they're going to allocate to it. The average allocation will be 2.5% of the portfolio. That's going to translate to $100 to $200 billion of asset flows over the next couple of years.
Now, would you expect other kinds of crypto ETFs to come to market? Some people are pushing for Ethereum ETFs. Of course, there's still a lot of contention around whether certain crypto assets are securities or commodities. So what's your outlook for that long term?
Yeah, this is just the beginning. So we're going to see a whole array of new products come out. As you said, an Ethereum ETF, eventually that's going to take a long time. The SEC is moving slowly. Look how long it took to bring the Bitcoin to market. So the Ethereum ETF will take a while. You'll see combination ETFs. This is, after all, a single asset ETF, Bitcoin only. So a combination of Bitcoin and Ethereum is going to be popular. You're also going to see more trading strategies. You'll find inverse ETFs. You'll find 2X and 3X ETFs. You'll find actively managed ETFs where they'll move with the market in an attempt to beat the index. So this is just the beginning. Over the next few years, you're going to have dozens and dozens of ETFs using a wide variety of trading and investment strategies, just like you have in the stock market.
Now, what do you make of Wall Street's hype for crypto heading into 2024? It seems that at least Bitcoin is back in style, but what about crypto more broadly? And separately, how do you see investment advisors thinking about the space?
This is a rising tide scenario. So Ethereum is rising as much as Bitcoin is. In fact, it did better last year than Bitcoin in a lot of the funds, like at ETHE, at ETH. So we're going to see mainstreaming of crypto as we have the biggest Wall Street firms engaging. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Fidelity, BlackRock, Franklin Templeton, Invesco. When you've got these kinds of trillion-dollar powerhouses getting engaged, it's not going to take long for this to become ubiquitous in portfolios, both the retail and institutional levels. And this is why advisors are going to be engaging. They're going to hurry up because there's so much market competition. The SEC is likely to approve many, maybe most, perhaps even all of these applications. That's creating a lot of marketing, a lot of competition, massive advertising by these ETF providers. That means investors are going to pay attention. They're going to call their advisors. They're going to say, should I invest? How much should I invest? Which one should I buy? Advisors are therefore going to engage because FOMO is going to set in, the fear of missing out. So you're going to find a lot of folks jumping into this over the next couple of years, and that means the price of Bitcoin is going to skyrocket.
You already started to get into this, but long term, what's going to be more popular, spot or futures Bitcoin ETF?
Spot, there's no question. And same as in the stock market. The spot equities are much more popular than futures trading. So this will be no different. But they both have a place because some investors prefer to trade futures contracts as opposed to buying spot. Just like you've got some people engaging in short positions. So they all have a role in the diversified portfolio, and based on your investment strategy, your attitude, and your outlook, and your risk tolerance. So they'll all have a place in the marketplace.